You already know what time it is. It's your boy DJ Richie Skye back with some tea, interviews, recaps, and more. And be sure to check the links in the description of this video for trips, for books, one-on-one sessions, and more. Now let's get into the tea. Skye Squad, what in the law and order is going on down in Huntsville with these arrests, man? It's like the streets just are not safe in Huntsville for the people on the Love and Marriage Huntsville cast. Baby, let me tell you something. If you live in Huntsville and you are on Love and Marriage Huntsville, just catch an Uber everywhere you go. Travel with security. I don't know what to tell you guys, but we're going to dive into Marsau's arrest. And then we'll dive into some Real Housewives of Atlanta tea, some virtual reality that we get from Miss Angela Oakley about Phaedra Parks. Now, this is interesting. But before we dive into that, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. If you haven't already done so, hit that notification bell button. Like this video right now if you like reality TV related content. Now, before I get into the news, before we dive too deep in, make sure you guys tap into RICHLIFE 202-918-3386. We will be having a meeting today at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I will dive all into the Biz Not E. This is great for people who love to make a little bit of extra money on the side or a lot of money on the side, depending on how hard you go. And we got some great deals on lifestyle, travel, all of those types of things. You can buy... Baby, let me tell you something. This is a new way of living and monetizing your lifestyle. So if you are interested, tap in at 2 p.m. Now, with that being said, let's get into the arrest of it all. Arrested developments. TMZ broke the story, but if you want to dive even further deeper into it, check out urbanbellmag.com. All right. So apparently, he was arrested for a warrant stemming from a speeding ticket. All right. Now, this is an alias warrant for aggressive speeding. So if you don't know what that is, in Alabama, an alias warrant is issued when a person fails to appear for a speeding ticket in traffic court. So the ticket pertained to aggressive speeding, which in Alabama means that Marsau received a ticket for driving at least 25 miles 25 miles per hour over the reported speed limit. So he was booked in the Madison County Jail on March 28th at 9:26 p.m. A few hours later at 11:15, he was released on a $300 bond. Now, apparently this isn't his first speeding ticket. He received speeding tickets in 2008, 2009, 2018, 2020. But this is his first time having a warrant issued for missing an appearance. Okay. All in all, I mean, this is a speeding ticket. So, I mean, it's not aggravated assault or anything like that. But, obviously he's on a reality TV show. It's going to make the news. And I think it makes the news even more so, I think, because, this is a show that has had multiple arrests from multiple cast members. And it all seems like it's happened within a short period of time, right? So as Urban Bell Mag points out, this is the fourth arrest for a Love and Marriage Huntsville cast member since January 2024. Previously, it was Maurice who was arrested for a DUI on Memorial Day weekend of 2024, but the state did drop his DUI charges. Destiny was arrested. Martell was arrested on DV harassing communications charges. He was convicted and he is appealing his conviction. And apparently his appeal will be heard this May. I'm sure this will be a topic of conversation on Love and Marriage Huntsville as the season is filming currently, I would assume. And with the Love and Marriage Detroit coming back relatively soon, in the next couple of weeks, I would imagine that we won't be getting Love and Marriage Huntsville until maybe July at the earliest. Maybe it could be before that, but I would just assume that would be the time frame because I would probably allow for at least 8 weeks for Detroit. So I don't know. We'll have to see how things pan out as things go along, right? But let me know your thoughts on this situation. Let's get into the Angela Oakley of it all. So, Angela, I missed this. And Angela was, first of all, can we talk about the fact that Angela is the first of the newbies, was the first of the newbies to get press with Bravo? That is huge. Okay. I just want to let you guys know that that is huge because it kind of puts you in the pecking order, right? So typically the first person that gets the press is the biggest name, right? So Portia got it first. Next was Shamia because Shamia is the glue, as she states. And then it was Angela. Interestingly enough, Angela has come before Drew, which I think is kind of crazy because Drew has a story that is pretty much kind of hot right now. I mean, very hot right now, especially if you're looking in the news. So it's interesting to me that they went with Angela versus going with Drew, but I assume that's because Angela had the beef with Shamia. But anyway, this is coming from an interview with Virtual Reality. If you guys don't understand how we do when we are reacting to clips that may also reside on YouTube or in some other public space, I do have to do a little bit of talking in between so that the content is reaction based, right? Playing it straight through would not be good for the channel, so I don't do that. So I get this question every single time. It does not matter. Every single time. I don't care how long I have to explain it. I always get this question, but I do like to answer it because I know people, they want to know.
Filming your first season of Atlanta, who are you the least peachy with?
Ooh, so if I don't want to say, I have to drink the tea.
Girl, just say it.
Yes, but you can just say the name too.
Phaedra.
Ooh. I mean, and she said it with the utmost certainty. Okay. She said it with the utmost certainty. But why?
Oh,
Oh my God, not Phaedra. And she wasn't
Sorry.
even around that much.
Oh, God. Now she wasn't around that much.
It didn't take much.
For
It just
you,
took a scene.
Wow.
Oh, scene.
I mean, it just took an event. It just took an introduction.
It doesn't
Oh.
take much.
It
Okay.
just took a little
What?
clout chasing.
Oh,
Clout chasing. Phaedra? Clout chasing? That's interesting. That is very, very interesting. I mean, Angela, give us more.
clout chasing.
It just took a little Angela Oakley.
Oh.
Ooh, is she feeling her beats?
Oh, so she
Okay.
kind of like beeline to you, and you were like, "Please."
Yeah, but I was like, no, hey, I'm here.
Why do you think you were a target for Phaedra?
Because who else?
Okay, right.
Ooh, Angela, come on, Angela. Angela, you better be feeling it, baby. You better be feeling the groove.
I mean,
Why not?
out of the three new girls, do you feel like you're top of the pyramid?
I know I am.
Oh,
Oh, snap. Okay, Angela, give it to us, Angela Oakley. Baby, let me tell you something. I wasn't ready. I told y'all I was really digging Angela in terms of being one of the new, housewives. I felt like she reminded me of like kind of old school housewives, like the housewives like back in the day. I still feel like that. And even with this interview, I kind of feel like that because she kind of really didn't tell us, much of why. All other than she's, kind of feeling herself. But I'm not mad at it. You should be feeling yourself, okay? Why not? Who wants to see a 10-minute interview? You know what I'm saying? So give it to us, Angela, and give us something to talk about. But I do wonder what happened with her and Phaedra because, Phaedra is not feeling it for Drew either. So Angela and Drew being good Judies, I kind of feel like, what if that had something to do with it? Like Phaedra not liking Drew all that much, and Angela feeling that way about Phaedra, Angela and Drew being BFFs. Might there be a tag team in the future? I don't know. And do you think that Angela is also at the top of the pyramid when it comes to the newbies? I cannot wait to hear y'all's thoughts on this, especially considering that there is like speculation going around that apparently there was an old Wendy Williams interview where she talked about meeting Charles Oakley's wife, and the wife sort of like implying that it was okay that Wendy's ex-husband had a baby on her, and she was allegedly like, oh, it's just a baby. And Wendy was like, well, has it ever happened to you before? And then Angela allegedly pointed to Charles. And so it's just like, I mean, I'm fascinated. Let me put the alleged badge up here. I'm fascinated by this story. And I wonder if it sometimes these types of details emerge as the season goes on, because production, if they're good and they are proving themselves to be good this season, they will peel things back in layers. And I do appreciate the way that they are rolling out the story for these new ladies. And I just think that this is a stellar season so far. To me, that's how I feel about it. And y'all know I just be happy when I got something to watch and talk about. Also, listen, thank you guys for tuning in. If any other news pops off today, I might be back, but otherwise, I have got to go look at one last location for our first Washington, D.C., okay, Ponderosa, the party. It is going to happen. This is an opportunity for us to just get together and have a good old time. And I might be doing something that I said I would never do again. So be sure to be on the lookout, because I really want this thing to be a success. I don't know how many times I'll get a chance to do this, but we're gonna make it happen. We're gonna party like it's 1999 up in this jamboree. Also, too, one last thing. The trip to Zanzibar, y'all. Zanzibar is coming up. And I just wanted to show you guys, if you haven't already seen it. Zanzibar, I mean, like, I'm excited. I'm excited to see all of this. Like, all of this. This is what Zanzibar is giving. Like, this is what I have been wanting to do. I have been wanting to spend a week there, and to be able to experience this, we're going to be taking another flight after we get there into a deeper part of Tanzania, where we will actually go on a safari. So you will get to see, some of the animals. We're going to be doing all of the things. Okay. So just to give you an idea of what you have to look forward to, these are going to be some of the things that we are going to get to experience. We're going to be with the Maasai warriors. I am so excited about this. If you have ever wanted to experience the culture of the Maasai tribe, this is going to be something that you get to see. We're going to this restaurant right here. I am so excited about that. We're going to be doing all of the things, okay? All of the things. So guys, make sure you tap into this trip. Now, the price is this, right? So you guys can actually pay with a payment plan, and you guys can see all of my information right here. The dates are September 22nd through the 28th of 2025. It's going to be 7 days and 6 nights. Y'all, let's do it. Let's go. If you've been on the fence, this is your opportunity. Now, with that being said, I will catch you all in the next video.